talk about some full moon magic. All right. So, we're going to tap in and talk about 4 different ways that you can utilize this full moon energy. And today, when it comes to the living soul, we are governed by the soul liberator, the number 5, which is an androgynous neutral. Its core value is selflessness, and its driving pursuit is reflective. So let's tap in and let's talk about this full moon energy. So the full moon is actually happening tomorrow, but like you may know, the full moon energy comes in, a couple days before. It, of course, is there on the day of the full moon, and it also lingers like a couple days after the full moon. And if I keep saying new moon, I apologize, because it's probably gonna happen because it just keeps coming out of my mouth. So we are talking though about the full moon that is coming up February 24th, 2024. So the first thing that I want to bring to your attention when utilizing the full moon energy is going to be just the energetic peak of the full moon. So everyone, you probably have heard about how things get crazy on a full moon. I have friends that are teachers, and they're just like, the kids act crazy at school during full moons, or the full moon for Halloween, or crazy things happen on the full moon. And that's because the energy is intensified, right? The moon governs our emotions and our subconscious. So when the moon is being fully illuminated and fully, when it's glowing in all of its entirety, it's going to intensify our emotions and our subconscious beliefs and behaviors and things of that nature. So energetic peak, it illuminates all aspects of our lives, especially any intentions we set from the new moon. It's a potent time for healing, manifestation, and releasing. So during the full moon, because of the illumination, because of the light and the energy that it's giving off, it's perfect for healing, right? It's perfect for manifesting something or setting intention to manifest something. It's perfect for releasing. So when I think of releasing, it's going to show you things about yourself, and then from there you get to decide if you want to keep it or you don't. And so you can release things during this time because it's going to show up. Say you have an argument with your significant other, and in your reflection, you realize where you came out of character, or where you lost composure, or where you didn't find balance, or you look at it from a what happens is you just tend to look at things you have the ability to look at things from a different lens, right? Once you get into that reflective space. And from there, you can choose to release it, right? You can choose to manifest something from a situation. You can choose to heal something within a situation or within yourself. It's just a really, really potent time. And it's a beautiful energy to harness to shift things in your life, like permanently. It's a beautiful, beautiful time. And I think, as a collective, sometimes we sleep on the power of the full moon. You hear about it, but I don't think that we always really understand this is a gift from the divine. This is energy that we can harness and we can use to create and better our lives. Every lunar cycle, every single lunar cycle. Let's see here. We also have rituals. So set intention, full moon release, ritual, water, and charging. So when it comes to rituals, you may have a ritual that you do. You may You may sit outside and moon gaze. You may put some water out and charge that water up with the full moon energy, setting intention on that water, using and harnessing the energy from the full moon. You may do a releasing ritual, right? There's so many different things you can do. You may choose to wash your hair, cut your hair on a full moon. There's so many rituals out there. You can create your own ritual. That's the thing. So I'm all for researching and understanding, what rituals are and what rituals are available. But I also want to challenge you to tap into your intuition and create your own ritual for the full moon. You have many full moons throughout the year to cultivate a ritual or many rituals around a full moon. So many opportunities here. So I challenge you to really tap into your intuition and ask the divine to guide you in creating yourself a ritual for yourself when it comes to the full moon. Next, we have reflection. Everything is highlighted energetically and literally. So this is a great time. Like when I think about reflection in a full moon, I think about being at the ocean, or even like I live further from the ocean now than I used to, because I would live at the ocean pretty much before, but now I'm closer to lakes, right? So when I think about the lake, I think about the full moon reflecting off of the water of the lake, and how it really is an amazing time, a very potent time for reflection work, to really reflect over this last lunar cycle. What did you set intention on at the new moon? How did that pan out over the lunar cycle? Where are you at in that particular intention now that the full moon has come, right? A beautiful, beautiful time for reflection. It is a very powerful time, and you're supported in it because the moon is lighting up everything so you can see it all, so you can really see the reflection. You don't have to look hard. It's there. Are you open to receiving it though? Are you open to seeing the reflections of yourself? It's not always the easiest thing to dive into. And then sometimes it's the most beautiful thing to dive into. Regardless of which way it goes, are you willing to dive into it? And that is the opportunity that the full moon gives you. Another thing I want to mention as well, when it comes to women and these moon cycles, you may notice as a woman that you sync up with different phases of the moon. I have noticed over the years that I tend to either ministrate on a full moon or on a new moon. It really just depends. So depending on, because I tend to stay with like within a 28-day cycle, and it always happens to where I am either ministrating on the full moon, starting on the full moon, or ministrating or starting on the new moon. And every now and then it'll flip-flop, and I will be ovulating during the full moon or ovulating during the new moon. But I have noticed that my body has really become in sync with the moon. Now I also have a Cancer rising, so I'm just super connected to the moon. So yeah, women. Women, you may notice that you are starting to sync up, or you have been in sync with the lunar cycles. And if so, comment down below. I would love to hear about it. I think that that's so neat and so cool that first of all, that we can become aware of that, and then two, to just really feel into the power of that, right? Because when it's that time when my moon cycle is on and it's synced up with the new moon or the full moon, oh, you better believe, like, I am super, super internal and doing the things, right? Doing all the things. And a lot of that is not even like doing the things outside of myself. A lot of that is just like, you know, the internal work of being a woman. So, ladies, I would love to hear about it. The last thing that I have here is charging and cleansing. So, crystals, spiritual tools, cards, the moonlight will reset the energetic vibrations and will also infuse objects with renewed purpose and strength. So, for example, I am an oracle reader, so I will maybe put my cards out into the new moon. I will put crystals and stones that I have out into the full moon. Sorry, I keep saying new moon. To cleanse them and to charge them. And one thing specifically that I want to bring to your attention, if you're using a crystal or a stone that is meant for absorbing negative energy, it is so important to set intention and make sure that you cleanse those crystals and those stones specifically. If they can get wet, I would highly recommend that you rinse them off with water, maybe even like a gentle soap. If they can't get wet, that's fine. You may be able to like spray them with, I have some clearing spray here, which is Palo Santo. You can also, from your charged water that you put out into the full moon energy, you can put it in a small bottle like such, and you can spray things with that. But specifically, like, this is black tourmaline. This is just a small piece that like I'll travel with if I need to, which I probably always need to. But yeah, this black tourmaline and other crystals and stones that are meant to absorb negative energy, make sure that you set intention and you cleanse those, because they are doing what you set intention for them to do, which is absorb negative energy. You want to purify this thing, right? You want to cleanse this thing, and you want to charge it back up so that it can do what it needs to do. So you have to respect, you don't have to, but I would recommend that you respect these crystals and these stones and these different spiritual tools that we have, that, you know, we have accessible to us. It's really important to respect them and to take care of them and love on them. Like, for example, I have some tools for my energy body work, and after a month of, you know, maybe working on clients here and there, I will set those out in the new moon or the full moon energy. Depending on what it is that I'm trying to do, I will set my intention and I will set my tools out, my tuning forks, my different tools that I use for energy body work. I will set them out in the moon energy and let it do its thing, right? Like, I'm not playing. So also, something else you can do to help cleanse as well, with this will just kind of supercharge, kind of power up your cleansing and your charging, your cleansing of your spiritual tools and divination tools and stuff like that, is get you some Palo Santo. This is really good for cleansing and purification, and also bringing back in positive energy. So this kind of is like a 2-in-1, and that's how I set intention on it. It cleanses and brings back in uplifted energy, positive, high vibrational energy. And then you also have sage, right? So it smells good. I just smell the Palo Santo. That smells good too. I love Palo Santo. I like sleep with Palo Santo beside my bed, and there's some in my bathroom, and there's some in my office. Where is it at? Yeah, it's over there. I have Palo Santo everywhere. I'm always in the vibe. But yeah, so then sage. Sage is really good for cleansing. One thing about sage is that I would like for people to be mindful of is sage is a neutralizer. Sage neutralizes energy. So when you use sage, be mindful to it. I'm not against it. I love sage, right? But be mindful to infuse back into your space, infuse back into your things that you choose to with something else, with an incense, with Palo Santo, with you just want to replenish that energy. Unless you're working with I don't mind saging like my cards, because when I tap into the tarot or I tap into an oracle deck, I approach it from a very neutral space. So sage is perfect for that sort of thing. So I just wanted to bring that to your attention when it comes to sage. It neutralizes. So last thing, this is just a little pointer at the very end that I wanted to bring to your attention, is during the full moon, I would be very, very mindful. And by the way, this full moon is considered a snow full moon. You may want to look up more on that and, how that may resonate with you and what that means to you. But during full moon energy, I would be very mindful about what activities you partake in, who you are around, mindful of your own energy and how you're feeling. I know sometimes we are in situations that you really, you may have to be at work or you may have to be amongst a large crowd. And I get it, like life be life and we be out here lifing, right? But even in those situations, if you're not able to, be super picky about who and what you're around during a full moon, I would highly recommend that you set intention before you enter into certain spaces. I mean, setting intention regardless of what day of the month it is or what part of the lunar phase we're in, setting intention is important. But specifically on the full moon, because energies are so heightened, set intention before you enter into maybe large groups of people or before you're out and about. Like, set intention, be mindful of your energy, be mindful of those around you, and really just use it as an opportunity for awareness, right? Because a lot will be shown to you. And so you can use it as a beautiful opportunity for growth, leveling up your consciousness, your intelligence, your emotional intelligence. It's a really great opportunity, but I just want to make sure that I, let you all know that setting intention is super, super important when it comes to the full moon energy and being amongst lots of people or being out and about and just all the things, especially in the nightlife. So that's what I have for you. I hope that this really helped you understand and kind of tap deeper into the full moon energy. We'll continue to talk more and more about the moon energy, and I'll be back next month with some more tips and stuff like that when it comes to the next full moon. But in the meantime, don't forget that down in the description box, you can get your Living Soul profile report, which is sent directly to your email within just a few moments. It is a very inexpensive self-investment for self-development. It is $45, a one-time fee, and it is going to give you your energetic makeup, your energetic profile, which is based off of your birthday. When you receive that, if you need help understanding what you are looking at, feel free to reach out to me. You can comment down below this video, or you can comment down below this video, or you can email me if you feel that you need to. And yeah, I can definitely help you understand that more in depth, because I am a ordained and certified living soul profiler. So yeah, thank you for vibing out with me and my energy here at Empress Expressions. My name is Amber and I am the Empress here. And until next time, I send you peace, I send you light, and I send you love. Bye.